Hey guys and welcome back to the channel, and today I'm doing a movie review on Final Destination Bloodlines, so let's begin with this review. Also, this review might have some spoilers in it, so if you don't want to watch and find out what happens in the film, just stop watching at this point. But if you're okay with spoilers and you don't really care, then, just keep watching if you want. Finally, after 14 long years, we have a new addition and entry in the Final Destination franchise with Bloodlines. This is just a great film. I'm going to start off by saying this is a very fun film and actually competes with like the Final Destination 3 for one of the best in the franchise. This is a way better improvement than 5 and 4 in my opinion. Those were crap. But Bloodlines changes that. This is a great film, and it was just even better, or made better for me in my opinion, because I went to see it at cinemas, and that just made it for a better experience. Because yeah, I'd never watched a Final Destination film in the cinemas prior to this, because of course, never really was the right age. So now being around this age to finally go watch the movie in the cinema, sorry, it's just great to see it. It was a great experience, and it helped me like the movie even more. So yeah, it was a great experience. Having that traditional now familiar formula with the Final Destination films, where we basically all know by now that death will relentlessly hunt down the victims that were supposed to die in some sort of tragedy. This film is just basically that, brings that to a more modern twist in this day and age. I mean, literally, this film, if you thought the kills couldn't get any crazier in any of the previous films in the franchise, think again. The kills are as crazy as ever, and in truth, they're absolutely hilarious. I mean, I found myself laughing at each kill in the film, which I don't know if it's a good thing or bad thing. I think it's an okay thing. I think it's fine, The kills are supposed to be comedic and, just laughable at this point. I mean, the whole cinema laughed at each kill as well, so I could tell I wasn't the only one. There were a lot of funny kills in this film. This film was basically essentially a comedy film. It was the best comedy film of 2025 so far for me. It was really, really funny. I suppose it's because Final Destination has had so many movies at this point that you just expect and literally know what's going to happen. You're literally going to see, how is the next person going to die? How are they going to die in this next gruesome but creative way? And then when you just finally see it, it's really funny to see it actually happen. So it's pretty funny for some reason. I mean, I'm sure I'm not the only one that finds the kills really funny. I mean, yeah, it's hard to actually take it seriously at this point because of how many films has happened in the franchise. I mean, I think for the first time when Final Destination 1 was released back in 2000, it would have been scary and interesting because nothing like that had ever happened before. But at this point, with the sixth film and we're in 2025, it's hard to take a kill in the franchise seriously at this point. So yeah, they just end up being really, really comedic. And whilst we are on the subject of kills, let's just talk about them in the film, because these are great kills, because they're interesting to say the least. They are also hilarious to say the least, and creative to say the least. My favourite kills from the film certainly have to be the MRI scanner kill, in which, if you've seen the movie, you know. It's basically, to put it into words, essentially a part where one character has to, save another character by... So, there's actually... Linking back to sorry, we'll come back to the MRI bit in a sec. Iris, who is, the main character that has the premonition in this film, explains that you can stop... Or, actually, she doesn't explain, sorry. The black guy, the detective, or Bloodworth, I'm pretty sure his name is, who has appeared in basically most of the Final Destination films, appears in this one, and tells the main group that you can kind of technically stop death and cheat the cycle by dying but being resuscitated and brought back to life again. So that is one way. But I'm also pretty sure Clear and Final Destination 2 said that you can break death by new life being born. So if you're expecting a baby, you could literally have that baby and then the cycle could be broken. But they completely ignored that statement that Claire said in Final Destination 2, so we're sticking with what Bloodworth says in this film. Anyway, relating back to what he says about, dying but coming back to life, the characters have a stupid but funny plan to... Basically, because one of the characters is allergic to peanuts, so he takes a food or eats something with peanuts in it, which will cause him to, of course, have an allergic reaction, which will probably kill him. But they are also in a hospital, so they are in that place where doctors could just save them. So that's our plan, and it all goes terribly wrong though. So somehow the MRI scanner, they're in a room with a MRI scanner. The MRI scanner basically turns on by itself, and it detects metal, so it's like put on like full force, and then it just pulls anything that's like metal related towards it. So this guy, frankly enough, conveniently has like so many piercings in his body, like in his nose, his stomach, his whatever you name it, right? And he's pulled towards the MRI machine because it's so strong and forceful that you can't literally break away from it. But also behind him, a wheelchair is also there, and that's also pulled towards the scanner because it's metal in a way. And basically he's crushed, and the wheelchair stabs him through the body. You literally just see him getting stabbed, and blood goes everywhere. It's a fantastic kill in my opinion. It's a really creative kill, and it easily earns the top spot for best kill of the film. It's probably the one for me that this film will be remembered for. Like usually you have like these kills that you can remember Final Destination movies for, like the roller coaster kills for Final Destination 3 or the aeroplane kill for Final Destination 1. Well, it's either this or the tower, which I will talk about next, that I will remember Final Destination Bloodlines for. But the main set piece of this film is the tower, which is basically advertised and marketed in like every single poster for this film, as you can see with the one on screen right now. We had the plane in the first film, we had the motorway in the second film, we had the roller coaster in the third film, we had the race car incident in the fourth film, we had the bridge in the fifth film, and this film is the tower, and I absolutely loved it. It was a great opening. That first 15-20 minutes in the cinema was fantastic. I actually thought this was probably the best opening to a Final Destination film ever. It clears all the other Final Destination openings. Like, it's actually really, really cool how they did it. Like, it was not just your average opening with the premonition and then, everyone just gets saved. Like, it's actually a dream as well at the same time. I mean, it actually, not only does it serve as a dream, but it also does serve as a flashback to show what happened that night, because it links back to the story later on in the film, because it literally did show what Iris did that night, but also at the same time of Stephanie, her granddaughter, dreaming about it. So it's actually really clever the way they did that. The whole sequence is just so exhilarating and chaotic. It's just really, really fun to watch. It's such a fun opening. It's such a smart and clever opening. It's easily, as I said, my favourite, or new favourite opening to a Final Destination film now. The film actually didn't feel too particularly rushed compared to the likes of 4 and 5. It was a good justifiable runtime at 1 hour 50 minutes in my opinion, and it absolutely suited the film. Most Final Destination films are 1 hour 30 or 1 hour 40, sometimes even 1 hour 20, and this was the longest by far, I think, at 1 hour 50, so clocking in at 10 minutes off of 2 hours. It's a great runtime in my opinion, and I was definitely happy with how long it was, because it wasn't too short but it wasn't too long either. It was just perfect bang in the middle. Honestly, I don't really have any negatives about this film, apart from maybe the ending. I mean, you compare it to the rest of the film, the great kills, the great sequences like the tower sequence, the MRI sequence, the nose sequence, it's so many to pick from and choose from. It really is disappointing to see a bad ending. Like, the ending is just literally, after all they went through and what they've just experienced, Stephanie and her brother Charlie, I believe his name is, literally are just killed off just like that by a train crashing with logs. They're crushed by logs. That's how pathetic it is. Like, honestly, after all they've been through, honestly, I would have thought, at least give them a better death than getting crushed by logs. Like, it really was pathetic. The ending, as I said, was honestly my only really gripe with this film. The rest is fantastic. So yeah, the ending could have been way improved. And just, fixing every aspect, as I said, with improvement. So yeah, anyway, overall I had a absolute blast of Final Destination Bloodlines, and it is one that gives the series some return in style. It is a great entry and addition to the franchise, and a great film overall. And it honestly puts itself up there with the ranking as one of the franchise's best films. Probably next to Final Destination 3. It still is 3, but then probably this afterwards. It clears 1, 2, 4 and 5 easily. It is a much better film than those 4 in my opinion. And yeah, it's such a fun film. I mean, I think also the fact that I watched it in cinemas as well helped with the experience of me liking this film even more. Because yeah, it was just a nice experience. So yeah. Overall, I have to give this film a solid and well-earned 4 stars, and a probably good 8 out of 10 for me, so yeah. So thank you for watching this review, guys. If you enjoyed, please give this video a like, subscribe to Fantasy Studios if you want to. Comment down below what you think of this film, if you've seen it or not, or if you do plan on watching it. And until next video, bye bye.